Hello, this is week 11. And in week 11, we're going to look at challenging behavior and how to minimize it. We've spent quite a bit of time looking at how to prevent challenging behavior, but I hate to sound negative. There's no way you can prevent all challenging behavior. If you're working with young children, you will have some challenging behavior. So this week, you're going to read Marion chapter 11, and I've included a few learning materials here about just the challenging behaviors you most often see. Biting, if you have very young children, make sure that you shadow the biter pre the biting, before it even happens. If you know a child in your classroom has been biting, I would watch that child very thoroughly. Because a lot of times things are happening to that child that you're not aware of. And the only way he or she knows to defend themselves, since a lot of them are too young to actually talk yet when they do this biting, is by biting. So make sure that there isn't some other child that's injuring the biter and causing the biter to reach out that way. The other thing I wanted to point out is the whining. I have to say, when you're teaching kindergarten and first grade, that whining can drive you crazy. One of the best ways that I have found to almost eliminate all whining from my classroom was to no longer understand anything said in the language of whine. So when a child would come up to me and Ms. Eid, and start whine, I would just look at them and go, I am so sorry, but I don't understand whine. Could you please speak in regular? And they would look at me, and within a minute or two, they'd come back with whatever it is that they wanted to say, but in a regular tone of voice. And I would just constantly do that until they got so tired of having to repeat themselves all the time. They just came and spoke in regular the first time, because it just obviously was not working. Remember, children only use challenging behaviors that work for them. If they don't work for them, then they will have some other kind of behavior. So make it not work. And this business with the tattling, I really do want to point out that this incident here with Mrs. Smith and the fire in the bathroom is a true story. There are teachers who absolutely will not listen to anything because they call everything tattling. And it's not. Many times children are trying to report something important that's going on. So make sure that you're teaching them the difference between a tattle and an emergency. I would go over this over and over in my classroom. What are things that you have to report to the teacher? And we'd make lists and we'd talk and share. And then we say, well, what are the kind of things people tattle about? And we talk about that. Children have got to learn the difference. And it's up to you, the teacher, to teach them that. All right. Well, this week you're going to do content quiz 3, and you're going to read chapter 11. I hope you have a wonderful week. Please let me know if you have any questions. I'll be happy to set up a Zoom. Bye-bye.